So you're looking to buy some Nintendo 64 games.
I'm always looking for more N64 games.
So today what we've picked out is 5 games that realistically most people want in their collection, and we're gonna do a quick go over and how much you should expect to pay for each of these games.
That's right, and you're gonna cover the money.
Yeah, I'll cover the money.
This is a big one because it's kind of special to me. So we're gonna start out strong with Super Mario 64. Now, in my experience, this is what kind of the reason that most people buy this console.
Yeah,
it's a staple, gotta have it. It's one of my favorites. It started the Mario collecting stars thing. It started the Mario Collectathon thing. But it reflects in the price, being that it is getting older. It's great. It's a really good game. But I don't even want to ask you what it's going to set me back.
Yeah, it's going to be about $50 nowadays.
Like, I remember when it was cheaper. It used to be cheaper.
Yeah, and you know what? Just it seems odd on this one because there's so many copies out there, but you know what? Everybody wants it, and the price holds firm. I mean, if you can get it for under 50, snap it up.
You're doing well.
Yeah.
Like, so $50.
Yeah.
So that's where you're going to be at with Mario 64.
And you'll see a common trend as we keep going with the pricing. But the next big one is going to be Mario Kart 64. Probably you have some memories. Everybody has some memories playing this game. It's one of the best party games, you know, having a birthday party, having all your friends over playing Mario Kart 64. It's up to 4 players. Have a good time with the battle modes and the racing.
Yeah.
I mean, there isn't really much more to say about it except for as soon as you hear the price, you might rethink it.
Yeah, no kidding.
This guy you can expect to spend closer to $70 on. The price, I mean, it's almost what you would have paid for it new, really, still today.
Pretty much. That's really close to. Like, if not accounting for inflation, right? But like,
yeah, and you might be able to get it for a little bit cheaper, especially if that's like you're buying the console with it. Because a lot of times you'll find some college kids that had some controllers and had just this game. Because, I mean, it happens all the time. And you might save a little bit of money going that way. But yeah, I would expect to spend around $70 for it.
Yeah, and you kind of have to expect that with... You'll see as this video goes on, the trend is happening here, because the next one we're going to talk about is the other one that everybody wants to have.
Yeah.
GoldenEye, or 007 GoldenEye, I've heard people call it, which is totally fine. So, based on the James Bond movie, GoldenEye, also great party game, 4-player game, get your friends together, slappers only.
Oh, that's the only game type.
That's the only way to play it, right? So, yeah, great. Shoot your friends, have a good time, party. Goes right next door to Mario Kart 64.
Yeah.
Now, probably not. I'm going to guess to say it's not as expensive.
No.
It's still pricey, though.
Yeah, I mean, this one you're looking at closer to 40, 45. Kind of the same deal as Mario Kart. You might be able to get it with the system and a bunch of controllers and save a little bit there. But yeah, I would expect to pay at least 40 for this, and any less, and you're doing great.
Yeah, that's... You have to remember with most of these games, or like all of these games in this particular one, you may come across a quote-unquote barn find where somebody doesn't know what they have and they just want it gone and they don't want to hang on to it. Like, they don't want to go out of their way to find out what it's worth on eBay and whatever. So, and that's going to be more of the same, but don't worry.
It keeps going. We got Star Fox. And this was
64.
Yeah, sorry, Star Fox 64. And you know what? This is a great game. This is a rail shooter. To this day, people are still wanting a sequel to this game. Yeah, I mean, it just played awesome. It does have a multiplayer feature, which is nice, but really you're buying this for the single player experience. There's a lot of different pathing you can take, a lot of different levels, as well as medals you can get on all of them, and expert mode, which you unlock once you have collected all those medals. So it will just keep you going if you're into a game like that. And the price on this one actually isn't that bad considering too. It's only $40. So
yeah, it's not too bad.
Yeah, and on this, yeah, if you can get it for under 40, you're doing good, but expect to pay around there.
Yeah. So the last one we're going to talk about, if you haven't looked at it already, it's a big one. Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. What can I say about this game that hasn't already been said? Like, you got to have this game. If you have an N64 and you don't have this game, there's something up. Like, it's got a time travel mechanic. You start the game as a kid. First 3 dungeons, you're a kid. Last 5 dungeons, you're an adult.
Yeah.
It's an epic. Like, it's a full single player experience. There's no multiplayer, but it's epic. So I can't really say too much more about it because there's people out there who haven't played it.
Yeah.
And if you've listened to nothing I've said, If you don't want to talk about any of these games, get this one, play it.
Yeah, and you won't regret
Everybody
it.
I knew growing up had this.
Yeah.
Or got it in '98 when it came out.
And the price on this guy, it hurts too. I mean, we're looking at $65 to $70 for this game still. And this is just the gray edition. If you get the special edition gold, I mean, over 100 for sure. And the reality is, I mean, it's a great game and you're going to have to pay to play it. But that seems to just be the common thing for Nintendo 64 games. The prices of them have been going up and...
It's constant.
Yeah. And now that we've talked about all these expensive games, if you're into our kind of videos, do that like, subscribe, and maybe click over here because we are going to be coming out with a budget video game series.
Play N64 on a budget.
Yeah.
And that does not mean they're bad games.
No, it's the best games bang for buck that you're going to be able to pick up.
So that's what you're going to see at some point. See you next time.